Earlier this week, the Time's Up organization tweeting 6 women have courageously shared their stories and accused CBS CEO Les Moonves of sexual harassment and assault. We believe you. We are with you. CBS, we are watching. We expect a full, transparent, and expedient investigation now. Hashtag Time's Up. Joining us now is Fatima Goss Graves, CEO of the National Women's Law Center, one of the founders of the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund. Fatima, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us on this story. So you guys do help pay for some of the PR and legal fees of some of the victims. Has anyone contacted you from CBS or about Les Moonves?
Well, I can't talk about the specific people who contact the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, but I can tell you that since we launched on January 1st, we've heard from people in over 60 different sectors, including entertainment and media, and these are the types of people who come forward and who we hear from every single day.
Fatima, I wonder if you could give us your response to how this is all playing out. This is a little bit different than most of these allegations of sexual misconduct. In the past, we've seen executives or talent or whoever is accused generally either leave or take some kind of paid leave of absence. That's not happening here. Mr. Moonves is staying and apparently still very involved in the day-to-day activities at CBS. What's your thoughts about that?
I think that's right, and I think what you saw what happened on this investor call to be exactly why there's a concern about CBS leaving Les Moonves in this position during this investigation. You know, it was a huge mistake not to address what is the giant elephant in the room here. The idea that harassment and the allegations around it aren't central to earnings, aren't central to advertisement, aren't actually the question at stake is totally wrong. And so we are all watching CBS closely. They have the opportunity to either be an industry leader here or to further harm the many people who have come forward.
Do you think that this kind of behavior and these allegations are more prevalent in Hollywood and media and entertainment industries, or do you think it's more widespread and they just receive a lot of attention because it's flashy and people know the names and faces?
So we know that harassment is an everywhere problem, from farm workers to restaurant workers to people working under the bright lights of Hollywood. What is, I think, important to pay attention here is that we're talking about a company with a very powerful individual. And that's also not an original idea, that powerful individuals sometimes engage in harassment. The extraordinary thing is that even in the face of these really powerful individuals, that these women have come forward. They've taken a lot of risks to come forward, to tell their stories with great risk of retaliation. So that's why how CBS responds here, that's why we are all watching this.
Fatima, you said that you thought they should have said something, and yet they were apparently acting on advice of legal counsel. They hired Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, to advise them. She's going to be doing the investigation. It seems like she's advised them to say nothing. Do you think that was bad advice that she gave them?
But there's a range of things that they've already said publicly. They've said that there will be an investigation. They have announced who their counsel is. The types of things that I think investors want to know and that consumers frankly want to know is how long will this investigation take? What steps are you going to take to ensure that people won't experience retaliation? What is the work that you're doing on your climate going forward? There are a range of things they could have taken and discussed on the call this morning, and that they could continue to be engaging both their employees and the public in the conversation.